All right, folks, this is VoicePlay covering Michael Jackson's Thriller. Before we get started, there's a few days left to pre-order my first new original song in 5 years, Outlive My Life, on iTunes. This is iTunes pre-order only, not Apple Music. And then on October 29th, we'll be releasing the video, and it'll be available on all platforms. Go check that out if you haven't already. All right, let's get to the show. Wow. Okay.
It's close to midnight.
All right, J9, yeah, okay. Yeah, I forgot he was the featured artist on this. I'd seen that.
Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze as horror looks you right between the eyes.
LAF.
Oh
yeah, Jeff, thumb that bass. Oh, who's playing the zombie?
You close your eyes and hope that this is just imagination. Yeah, but all the while.
All right, let's stop it right there. Stop right there. Okay. So, obviously, Thriller, this is an iconic song, an iconic Michael Jackson song. Michael Jackson, one of the greatest artists of all time, the king of pop. I'm not huge on 80s in general. I'm not a huge Michael fan. I like the Jackson 5, but Michael as a solo artist wasn't just really my cup of tea, but I am aware of how big this song is, what this means culturally. So I wasn't sure what VoicePlay was going to do with this. I knew they were going to do something interesting with the production, and I've already seen the thumbnail. Looks like they're going to transform into zombies, which you had somebody there playing a zombie. Let me know in the comments who that was playing the zombie, coming up and biting them on the feet there. They're going to transform into zombies. I'm sure there's going to be some really good makeup work based on what I saw in the thumbnail. As far as the arrangement, it's interesting. I didn't know, because they do kind of pull sometimes from 80s pop, if they were going to be a little bit more straightforward with the arrangement on this. But no, they're doing their own thing, which I should have expected, because most of VoicePlay's arrangements, most of their versions are their own thing. They're original stamps on these songs. And I hear, instead of the 80s thing, there's almost something 90s about it. There's something like 90s Boys to Men-ish about it, which there was a song I listened to recently. I think it was a Home Free song that kind of had a little bit of a Boys to Men vibe to it, and I'm hearing that here too, but also kind of a modern pop dance beat that VoicePlay is known to incorporate also. So yeah, they're taking that original, this again iconic track, and put their own stamp on it, and it sounds great. Let's get back to it.
Creeping up behind, you're out of time.
Yeah, very, very, very modern pop there, very club dance mix. Yeah.
You're fighting for your life inside a thriller tonight.
Yeah. Man, Ellie's got a big part in this. I didn't realize that. He's been the main singer through this. Yeah.
They're out to get you. There's demons closing in on every side.
All right, so Ellie's going to be transformed next, obviously. And now Jeff. Yeah.
Unless you change that number on your dial.
Now is the time.
Jay Nunn's Last Man Standing. Yeah, nice.
Ooh, yeah. All through the night, I'll save you from the terror on the screen. I'll make you see that this is Thriller.
Jeff, I think his makeup looks the best so far. Yeah. Oh man.
Darkness falls across the land.
Makeup job. This was Vincent Price in the original, right?
Hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell.
Hey, looks great. This looks like 90s Star Trek makeup, which was top-notch, top-of-the-line makeup.
The foulest stench is in the air. The funk of 40,000.
Are they fixing to get in? Do the dance moves?
Every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver. For no mere mortal can resist the evil of.
And of course, it's always great to see Jay Nunn back with them too.
The Thriller.
I'm gonna do it now. Thriller night.
Oh yeah! Nice, yeah. It went all the way, That's vocal effects there. Nice, great laugh there from Jeff at the end too. Yeah, that was great. Even again, I'm not the biggest Michael Jackson fan. I'm not the biggest 80s pop fan. I'm not the biggest fan of that song. But, I mean, you got to give props to the artistry, to the video, to the original video of Thriller. You know, of course, just took pop culture by storm and became part of the zeitgeist. And what VoicePlay did here, they took all the elements of the song, of the original video, and put their own spin on it. Again, I mentioned they incorporated, I felt like, some 90s vibes to the vocals, and then some more modern dance, club pop sensibilities to it. Jeff's bass was phenomenal throughout. The parts that he had before he ended up taking the Vincent Price narrator part, which was just perfect for him. The makeup job on this was great. The story where each member of the group is being transformed into a zombie, and the makeup gets more and more complex, and then by the end, Jay Nunn, who was the last man standing, he becomes the zombie, and they lean in to the original dance that goes with this, which again was just a huge cultural phenomenon, but they didn't overdo it. They could have easily, been doing the dance halfway through the video or something. It would kind of become like, oh yeah, that's cool, but they saved it really to the end, to the climax, and it was just perfect. Everybody sounded great. Ellie, again, I was really expecting, since this was featuring Jay Nunn, I was expecting him to be the lead throughout, but Ellie was really prominent in this song, and he sounded great as always. And of course, Jay Nunn, always great to see him back with the guys. That was great, even as someone who, again, isn't that big on the song. That was excellent. Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, click the bell for notifications. Consider supporting us on Patreon for exclusive perks. It's really cheap. And subscribe to Words Like That Arts and Media Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.